Hey everyone, this is Al from PC Tech Review 101 coming back to you with another video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and encourage me to make more videos. Thank you. Today I'm going to review MSI AMD RX 550 4GB low profile graphics card. I will be testing it with Lenovo M83 small form factor PC, which features Intel i5 4570 3.20 GHz processor and 8 GB of DDR3 1333 MHz RAM. A perfect combo with this graphics card. Okay, let's see inside. So this is pretty much how it looks. As you could see, it's pretty thick, this low profile graphics card, and you wouldn't be able to fit this in, let's say, a Dell Optiplex small form factor computer, as they're a lot smaller than this one and it just wouldn't fit. This one takes up a lot of space, but this Lenovo small form factor is perfect fit for it. And I'm always looking for a nice small build. You know, this is on a budget. It's great. It could handle 1080p games. You could take this with you if you're going on vacation or your friend's house. It's pretty good. Was able to play the games on 1080p, the AAA titles, at least the ones I tested today. And overall, I'm pretty impressed with this specific graphics card. I know I reviewed the GT 1030, and this is probably just a little bit better than that. And it does require a little bit more power, and other than that, you know, it runs pretty cool compared to like the GT 1030 that I tested. It runs really hot. You will see the temperatures, of course, within game, and that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's see how this graphics card performs in some of the 1080p games that I've tested today. Okay, the first game we're going to be testing is Battlefield 1. All the games will be tested on 1080p settings. And of course I'll be using my DSLR camera to record the gameplay for the most accurate results. Right now we're set on the lowest possible setting. You see 1080p, and we're on the lowest setting. Let's see how that plays out for a little bit. Me personally, I just love these little budget small form factor PCs. The fact that you could just throw in now finally they have some decent cards that you could throw in. I mean, just a couple of years back, before the GT 1030 was even available, there was nothing that you could put in to play modern AAA titles that could handle 1080p. And now they've done it. And that's why I'm testing out this card today. And I might get my hands on the RX 560, which should be technically better than this one. But I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. But this is holding out pretty good. We're above 60 FPS, no problem. I'm just trying to hide and survive this. Let's go medium settings real quick. Yeah, notice I'll have these two bottoms off, because especially for something like this, you know, there's no need to push this thing any harder. Okay, now you see it drops down closer to 60, and it will dip below 60 in some scenes, but probably the medium will be your best bet in this specific test, in this specific game. There's no stutter, it plays very smooth. Definitely worth it. Okay, now let's try on high settings. Now we're going to be probably averaging around 50 FPS. More or less. Oh no. And then let's try the Ultra before I die over here. Just trying to do this all in one shot. Now I'll go commando style here. Go all out. Let's see how it does in Ultra. Of course we're gonna expect much lower frame rates, but I'm just trying to, I don't want to achieve perfect frame rates. I just don't want it to stutter and be slow.
So many of us thinking this war would be our rite of passage, our great adventure. Let me tell you, it was no adventure.
Okay, everything is moving pretty good. And of course this is the advantage when you have more modern architecture cards. Even though the frame rates on Ultra are low, you're not gonna get that stutter on a lot of the games. If it could do those kind of frame rates. So as you could see, there's no stutter or lag on Ultra. So this card is more than capable of handling this game on somewhat Ultra settings. Okay, a little bit of more closer. No problem. Plays pretty good on Ultra. Oh, I better get out of there. That's my cue. Alright guys, and that's Battlefield 1. Okay, here's Witcher 3. We're set on the lowest possible settings. You can't get too many frame rates on this bad boy. It's pretty hard to run.
Because you can brew potions from their blood.
Let's get into a little action scene here.
They prevent epidemics. Did you know they eat the living as well?
So far, no stuttering. Come on, guys, running away from me.
No, really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
Okay, let's show you the settings. 1080p full screen, VSync off, unlimited, and everything absolutely the lowest. And even the post-processing, everything is off. So now we're just gonna work on medium settings. That's pretty much, I'm hoping to at least get that on this. So we'll do medium. Hair works off, of course. Hardware cursor, don't even think about that. And let's see what we could add here. Oh, that dropped a lot. Let's try to do this. I'm just hoping to get it playable without any stuttering. This will be off. Let's do sharpening. That takes a little toll on the FPS. Let's see. I got a little. Feels a little sluggish, not as crisp, but you be the judge.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Eder are no more. Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders, so as he wins the war. Believe that?
I wouldn't go anything else higher than this.
What keeps us going?
We're not going to test any further on this game, just keep it at this setting. It's playable, but probably the lowest is the best. Try to get out of that area. I want to skip the cutscene. Let's see, go through the town this way.
Slower.
Uh-oh. Am I stuck there? What, I fell in a ditch. Unbelievable. I guess it plays pretty good on medium, but like I said, on those settings I wouldn't go any higher. A couple of bad guys, perfect. Let's see what the scene would be. Oh yeah. Why not? That was pretty decent. Let me try on high settings, see even if it's possible. We leave the post-processing the way it was, and let's give this thing a shot. See if it's even possible. Yeah, a little sluggish too. How do you get out of this thing? Come on. Oh, there's more bad guys. Perfect. Yeah, there you go. I really didn't want to go below 30. But that's what's going to happen here. Oh, there's the horse. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now it's gonna get into cutscenes. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Not bad. It did do high settings on 1080p, so this is not bad at all. And here's Rise of the Tomb Raider.
This wind is crazy.
We just need to keep moving.
1080p, absolutely lowest possible settings. DirectX 12. You see the frame rates are not too high, but it's playable.
Hey, even if we don't find anything up here,
Probably the sweet spot will be like medium settings on this thing with a couple of things turned off.
Oh, shit!
you okay?
Lost my footing. I'm fine. That was close.
Laura, are you all right?
Jonah! I'm here!
I'll climb down there and get you.
No! It's too dangerous! I can climb back up!
Are you sure?
Just stay put!
It seems to be playing pretty good. No stuttering. Pretty smooth. Okay, let's take a look at the settings. Here they are, the lowest. Everything turned off. So let's try to do medium. Okay, we're gonna do medium. A couple of things turned off. This is definitely has to be turned off. And all the blooms and the blurs will be off. And this is all to make it playable on medium, so level of detail medium. So it's really truly custom medium, I could call it. And ambient occlusion off. Definitely need that off. Okay. Just want to get it to play without any big stuttering or skipping. Let's see if it's possible.
I need to jump across.
Okay, now grab my hat. Gotcha. Looks like we gotta go through.
So far the performance is pretty much similar to a GT 1030 that I'm seeing here, except this graphics card costs more money.
If the weather turns, we can hold up in this cave. Do you really think we'll find this lost city?
I know this is a long shot, but that old track must be still ruins up in these mountains.
It looks great, but the frame rates are low, and we're really close to that skipping point.
I guess if I was gonna hide a lost city,
The lag.
this might be the kind of godforsaken place I'd do it.
I just hope Trinity hasn't beaten us to it.
What do you think?
We're close to something, Jonah. I can...
Feels pretty solid here. Keep close to the wall.
Okay. Looks like we climb from here.
Keep your eyes open for falling ice.
Right.
There's lots of good sights up here.
Let's take it slow and steady. Just stay with me.
Look out!
Oh, shit.
That was close.
Well, there you guys see it. It's definitely playable on medium, but you're cutting it really close here. It's like borderline, and you know, but otherwise it handles pretty good on medium, so definitely not a bad setting. And that's it for Tomb Raider. And here is Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm gonna start off with the highest setting that it came with originally. As you play the game, it automatically, for the first time, sets your settings at very high settings. So might as well see how that works, and then I'm gonna set it back down to optimal settings. Unfortunately, with this game, every time you make a big change, you have to restart it. So we're gonna do like a two-part on this one. Let me just show you the settings. These are all stock settings that it came with, except I took off VSync and in-game focus. So it comes out to very high on texture and all of this, which is pretty heavy for this card. Okay, so that's gonna be the factory settings that it chose for this card, which in my opinion is pretty high. It won't do 60 FPS on this setting, that's for sure. But it seems to be working pretty good. We're probably gonna bring this down to high settings, turn a couple of things off, hopefully, to get that 60 FPS. But other than that, the game looks amazing on 1080p, and the details are really good. Look at the asphalt, it's very detailed. The car looks great. The rims, the shine, everything looks good. And there's no stuttering. Doesn't have any stuttering or lags, nothing. Okay, and that's pretty much how it's gonna run on its factory presets on very high. Okay, and now we're back on the higher presets. So I lowered everything down. Everything still looks great. Let me just show you the settings really quick. Okay, that's it. Let's go down the line. Pretty much high and everything. Couple of things turned off. This is a killer here, so forget about that. Again, at the end, this is a low profile card, and this is pretty much as best as it could do. So yeah, that's the settings. So let's see how it runs. I guess this will be the best setting to enjoy, you know, the most quality graphics at a good FPS. I mean, really, it's no shame. This thing looks great. Yeah, you're gonna dip under 60, but you know, it is what it is. If you're on a budget, then this is it. Oh. I mean, who would have thought finally, after all these years, you could actually play these kind of games on a small form factor without any modifications. Literally, you just drop in the graphics card and you're ready to go. What else do you want? Of course, who knows what the new GTX 11 series or whatever it is going to come out with their GT budget card, 1130 GT or whatever it is. That'll be, you know, still a while, but I'm sure it'll be amazing. And maybe they'll make some 4GB cards too. But yeah, look at this. I mean, this thing looks great. This is, I guess, could be the perfect setting for this game. Okay guys, and that's pretty much it for GTA 5. Okay, and we got Resident Evil 7 here. I got everything on the lowest possible quality on 1080p, of course. You might see some screen flickering and all that stuff. The shadows, they're flickering and everything, but you know, it plays smooth, but it doesn't look too good. So the frame rates are nice and high, so if you don't care about the quality, this is definitely your setting. But other than that, I'm gonna try to attempt to do medium settings good and stay in within 60 frame rates, which I think is possible for this game. Yeah, let's get to the mansion or whatever, the big house. Okay, here we are going in. Okay, and this is what you could expect when you're on the lowest possible settings. Let me just show that really quick, of course. Oh yeah, real low, interlaced. Look at that. We are gonna have to jump out of this game to change it to medium, as it does not allow me to change certain things like all these faded settings, rendering effects, mesh quality, and text quality. So let me change the settings and okay, I'm back to you guys. This is more like the medium settings, which looks a lot better, but the frame rates are pretty low. Yeah, I don't think I was able to do 60 FPS constant, but let me just show you what I've changed. Yep, brought it down to rendering method normal. Everything is pretty much on medium. Motion blur off. Yep, that's the new settings here. Let's see how it holds out. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Close to the target rate, which is 60. Not bad at all. Definitely could enjoy this game at good quality. Okay guys, and that's pretty much it for Resident Evil 7. As you could see, it's very playable. Okay guys, there's the big question everybody's waiting for, is can this thing run Far Cry on 1080p? And I would say yes it can. We're gonna start off right with a scene here, an action scene here, a lot of action going on, and we are on the lowest possible setting on 1080p with everything turned off. I'm gonna show you the setting right now guys, check it out. There it is, low, everything off, motion blur, forget it. These two bottom ones, don't even mess with that when it comes to this game. We're gonna try to push it to medium and see what happens if it's playable. But the one good thing about this card, it does have the 4 GB of VRAM, and this game on low already goes slightly over 2, so this card is good for the modern games, like I said before. Pretty impressive. The question is it worth it? The higher price. This thing currently retails at $145 in August of 2018. That's probably the best price you're gonna get around, $145, especially when this thing is low profile and there's not too many of these around. Pretty hard to find. This particular one I got this from Micro Center, so. Oh yeah. But the higher price point, is it worth those extra 55 bucks when right now you could get a GT 1030, which is another great low profile card? Is it much better than GT? It's a little bit better, but is it worth the extra cash? That's the question that you guys have to make a decision. You can watch my other video that I do a review of Asus GT 1030, also on a small form factor PC. Yeah, no stuttering, but I'm not gonna change it to medium at this point. There's a lot too much going on. I think if I put it to medium, it will definitely stutter. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is playable on the low setting, lowest possible settings. Will medium stutter? That's the question. Let's just try medium right now before. Okay, let's do medium. We'll see if that's playable. As long as it doesn't stutter, it should be okay. Yeah, it drops quite a bit. A little too low for my taste. So I'm gonna leave this with the conclusion that the lowest, absolutely lowest setting is probably the best you could do on this specific card.
Everything I told you has come true. The authorities who tried to take me from you are now no longer embraced in my family. Save for one.